Good morning and congratulations, class of 2021. My name is Dr. Richard Raymond, and I'm honored to be the Director of Student Life at the Faculty of Dentistry, University of Toronto. Although this day is not how you envisioned it to be, it will certainly be a day to remember. I would like to extend my sincere welcome and congratulations to your families and friends, and my heart goes out to all who are saddened they did not get to see their graduates walk across the stage. For many of us, there's been a feeling of loss during the past year. Loss of normalcy of life as we knew it. Loss of special events. Loss of everything we took for granted. I know that I, along with our faculty and staff, also feel sad we missed out on more face-to-face contact with all of you. But we did experience so many exciting things. The color games, the DSS bucket list, the blood drive, women in dentistry, trivia night, great SPIA events, the specialty night, the wonderful DSS awards, and we raised over $3,000 for PMH from the virtual run in October. Also, we were supported by great teachers, senior leadership, and wonderful mentors. They supported us when walking into our school was harder than it was in any other year, and we supported each other. You are a very special class. You graduated from the faculty during a global pandemic, at a time of uncertainty. Please never let the world's calamity diminish your sense of achievement for arriving at this day, your graduation day. I was proud of you before. I'm even prouder of you now, having achieved this major milestone. You have shown such strength in dealing with these challenges, strength that perhaps you didn't know you possessed. You are resilient, flexible, optimistic, and confident. These are qualities that will serve you well in future years. Think back and realize that 4 years have gone by in a blink. Store these images like photographs in your head and your heart. And please remember, at the end of the day, it is not the person with the most toys that wins. It's the person with the most memories. I hope you are safe. I hope you are proud of your achievement. And I hope you are eager to get to work, so that decades from now, you can take a look around and say you left things a little better than the way you found them. A world more just, more kind, more beautiful, and tender. I wish you all great success in your careers and future studies. I especially wish you the determination and perseverance to become everything you are capable of becoming. Take time to appreciate what you have accomplished, and please do this for a lifetime. Keep learning, keep growing, keep caring, and keep in touch. The world is yours now, and I can't wait to see what you make of it. I wish you all good health, happiness, and a beautiful summer. I'll miss all of you, and I love you guys. Now I'd like to introduce our next speaker by quoting a few words from the Broadway play Wicked. I heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason. They bring us something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them. And we help them in return. I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. And one of those people is our next speaker, your class president for 4 years, Laura Slakanich.
Friends, family, staff, faculty, all those in the class of 2T1, I'd like to thank you for being here today. My name is Laura, and it has been my honor to serve as the 2T1 class president for all 4 years of our time earning our Doctor of Dental Surgery degree. I want to thank Dr. Raymond for such a kind introduction and for being such an amazing mentor to me and to so many of my classmates these past 4 years. I would also like to honor the fact that there is one person I wish could be here today celebrating with us, our classmate Bridget. I know she is with us in our hearts, and if you knew Bridget, I would like you to take a moment today, think about her, and smile. I think if I were to ask each of you to put into words your time here, it would be incredibly difficult to do so. Sometimes it seems there have been no words to describe our experience. I'm really just trying to get you to appreciate the challenge I'm faced with here. And it's also especially challenging considering how emotional this is for me. So I will try to get through this speech on the first try. Taking the time to reflect, I am hit with a wave of gratitude. There has been so much growth and so many occasions that have put a smile on my face that I know when I look back, those are the things I will remember. I invite you right now to think of the times in this program when you have felt undeniable joy, and as you think of them, know that they will never leave you. To share some of my own, in first year, walking off the stage after singing with Pacapella, still shaking, looking at my other first-year altos and saying, "We did it. We did something I never fathomed I would be brave enough to do." In second year, watching the Raptors win the championship and then celebrating by going to Nathan Phillips Square. In third year, skating around Blue Mountain on one of the rare occasions where we didn't have too much schoolwork. And in fourth year, returning after lockdown for August clinic and seeing people I hadn't seen in months and didn't actually know when I was going to see again. And if you'll humor me for a fifth, being the first in my class to meet the amazing IDAT students we now call our classmates and are graduating with today. I hope you can see why I am so grateful for these, as it is the connections that we form with each other that get us through the toughest of situations. Not only that, it is the shared joy of accomplishing something you were scared to try that allows you to be courageous next time. Support systems look different to every person, but the network of encouragement that our class has built, the compassion we show each other, is remarkable. We have created and fostered an environment of compassion and understanding that kept us afloat during tough times and helped us appreciate the good times even more. You have each made an impact on my life that I will never forget. Thank you for supporting one of my most treasured quotes. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. I must also take the time to thank the other support networks we have in our lives. First, to the friends and family who witnessed, perhaps in awe or perhaps in horror, as we poured ourselves over our books for hours on end, not just for this degree, but for all the education that came before. You've shown tremendous support and selflessness to all of us, achieving our dreams. Second, to the staff and faculty at U of T, I may not have met all of you, but thank you so much for demonstrating dedication and compassion to my class. And third, to the other students in this faculty, those who have graduated before us and those who are yet to graduate. Thank you for sharing in our laughter and our memories. Thank you for mentoring us, allowing us to share our experiences with you, and for helping this school feel more like a home. Ritu Gaturi said, "Goodbyes make you think. They make you realize what you've had, what you've lost, and what you've taken for granted." And I say, goodbyes suck. I've never been good at them, and I don't think I ever will be. It's been noted to me many times from members of staff and faculty that it appears our class is incredibly close. I've agreed wholeheartedly every time this has been said. But the closer you are to someone, and the more your identity is intertwined with something, the more difficult it is to leave. This, as well as the fact I'm not able to do it in person, means this goodbye feels hollow. Still, this is a farewell of sorts, and I hope that we can see each other again very soon, so I can say goodbye all over again. It is said that a graduation is three things: a celebration, a farewell, and a beginning. I think to this point I've honored the first two parts, so now to the beginning. Perhaps you're watching this with your family at home. Perhaps you're watching this in a city in which you've never lived. No matter where you are, today marks the beginning of the rest of your life. And if that suddenly hit you and it's a little terrifying, good. I hope nearly every day for the rest of your lives challenges you, ignites your curiosity, and requires you to be courageous. You've all grown so much in a short time, and you should take inspiration from that. Be empowered by your accomplishments, and know that you have people in your corner standing with a big banner from the bleachers as you choose bravery, integrity, and compassion every day. In closing, I want to leave you with one final and probably a little cheesy piece of advice. When I was in high school, I had a teacher tell me something that I think about all the time. He told me to describe what I am facing as difficult, not hard. At the time, I didn't understand the distinction, but now I do. It is a matter of perspective. So to you, I say, don't describe anything as hard. The word hard implies that what you're dealing with is too much to overcome. It is above you. The roadblock is too great. No, instead describe things as difficult and challenging. That way, the onus is on you. You are the person to figure it out. Dig into your resilient selves and know that you will figure out anything, one way or another. Thank you for listening to me today. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce the Dean of our faculty, Dr. Daniel Haas. I had the privilege of working and getting to know Dean Haas over my time here and can honestly say that he is one of the most caring, dedicated, and humble people I have ever known. Everyone respects him, and for good reason. In the past year alone, his leadership and tenacity have literally kept this school running. Not only that, he's a pretty good lecturer too. So I hope that from your screens to mine, you are able to give a warm welcome to Dean Haas.
Thank you, Laura, and good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you could join us today for the Faculty of Dentistry's virtual graduation and awards ceremony. I would like to begin by taking a moment to acknowledge the sacred land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and most recently, the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. To the class of 2021, today is a great day. Today marks the first official day of your professional lives. From this day on, you can carry with you the deep satisfaction that comes from knowing that you have been successful at one of the most rigorous programs around. This university equipped you with the knowledge and skills to begin practice in our great profession. Throughout this journey, you have conducted yourselves with diligence, integrity, and a mission to serve. On top of the academic foundation that you have gained, you will treat your patients with compassion, with respect, with dignity, always putting their needs first. In so doing, you earn their respect and their trust, which is a tremendous responsibility. From now on, as you begin your professional lives, I hope you feel immense pride in what you have accomplished. And, in a way, those of us who are your teachers can also share a sense of pride. We teach you because we find our own particular fields fascinating and important, and you know, they all are. As your teachers, we also want you to share in that passion, and we want you to know the material well, because today you complete your transition from being our students to being our colleagues. We teach you to demanding standards because we want to be proud of you, so that when you're out in practice, providing great care, being an amazing dentist, we can say, yes, I taught her, or yes, he was a student of mine. And for your class, even more than that, we are proud of how you completed your program facing incredible challenges brought on by the pandemic. You showed the ability to adapt. You showed the ability to deal with uncertainty. And this should give you the confidence to know that you are ready for the future. Because the only uncertainty I can tell you is that dentistry will continue to undergo change. It has continually evolved since I graduated so many years ago. And we have seen significant changes over these past 15 months. Dealing with change is a challenge for all of us in the profession. And this is where your academic foundation and your experience this past year will serve you so well. Our profession will be looking to you as the leaders for tomorrow. Remember, we should not fear change, we should shape it. You have the ability to become a lifelong learner. In fact, the reality that we never stop learning is one of the many things that makes dentistry a truly great profession. As you transition from student to dentist, alumnus, and colleague, please don't consider this an end, but rather a beginning. Keep on learning. Reach out to us at the school. We want to hear from you. Reach out to mentors with whom you'll work. Reach out to classmates. As a beginning dentist, please engage in our dental community, which will make your career much more enjoyable than doing it alone. To each of you, I'm looking forward to having you as a colleague. Once again, class of 2021, congratulations. Celebrate your accomplishments. Enjoy this moment. You deserve it. Now we will present the recipients of the course-based awards.
The Dr. Horace Wells Prize is awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in anesthesia. This year the prize is awarded to Lucia Santos, DDS.
I am pleased to present the Linda Sellers Award in Comprehensive Patient Care. This award is for the student who demonstrates the greatest overall proficiency with respect to the assessment, planning, treatment, and management of assigned patients in the 4th year. The winner of this award is Sarah Lamb, DDS. I am honored to present the Zindart Award in Comprehensive Care. This award is for the most outstanding student in the 4th year Comprehensive Care program. The winner of this award is Shauna Rear, DDS. The next award is very special for me. It is the Bridget Wang Memorial Comprehensive Care Program Award. This award is for the most outstanding student in combined performance in the 3rd and 4th year Comprehensive Care program and who finished the 4th year courses with exemplary standing. The winner of this award is Sarah Lamb, DDS.
Barry Corzine Award in Endodontics. To a 4th year student with the highest overall achievement in endodontics in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th years. Sagar Rao, DDS. George Hare Essay in Endodontics Award. To a student who writes the best essay in endodontics. Lauren Rotondi, DDS. Dr. Gary Glassman Endodontic Achievement Award. To a 4th year graduating undergraduate student who demonstrates academic and clinical proficiency in endodontics. Ahmed El Ali, DDS.
The Erwin Pfeffergrad Award is presented to the 4th year dental student in the Ethics, Jurisprudence, and Practice Administration course who through class participation has shown an interest in ethics, jurisprudence, and the legal responsibilities of dentists. This year's recipient is Nardine Bechet, DDS.
Dr. Ellen K. Joe and Family Scholarship in Orthodontics, first prize, for the student who has shown academic excellence, aptitude, and initiative in orthodontics. Susie Son, DDS. Dr. Ellen K. Joe and Family Scholarship in Orthodontics, second prize, for the student who has shown academic excellence, aptitude, and initiative in orthodontics. Violet Ha, DDS. Davis Orthodontics Award for the fourth-year dental student who has an interest or shows promise in orthodontics. Nehaben Patel, DDS. Orthodontic Book Prize for the most outstanding student in clinical orthodontics. Yutong Wang, DDS.
Dr. Norman Levine Award in Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics. Highest cumulative standing in the didactic and clinical aspects of third and fourth year pediatric dentistry and orthodontics. Ryan Lichblau, DDS. Dr. Paula Gregory Memorial Award, student who has been involved in programs offering dental services to the underprivileged or handicapped, demonstrated academic proficiency, and involved in extracurricular activities during the 4 years. Amelia McLean, DDS.
Pirette Trouvette Memorial Award, graduating student with the highest overall achievement in preventive dentistry in second, third, and fourth years. Andrew Lombardi, DDS.
Hello, I am thrilled to announce that the winner of the Hugh Alexander Hoskin Scholarship for the most outstanding student in oral diagnosis is Sagar Rao, DDS. Congratulations.
Edward G. Dorr Award, awarded to the student who demonstrates excellence in clinical oral surgery. Andrew Lombardi, DDS. The Oral Anatomy Scholarship, awarded to the student with honors standing in oral anatomy in first year and honors standing in oral surgery and orthodontics in fourth year. Andrew Lombardi, DDS. The Joseph Harker Johnson Scholarship, awarded to the most outstanding student in oral surgery and anesthesia. Laura Slikanich, DDS.
Harold Keith Box Prize, Gold Medal, awarded to the outstanding student in clinical periodontics. Sarah Lamb, DDS. Harold Keith Box Prize, Silver Medal, awarded to the outstanding student in clinical periodontics. Shauna Ryu, DDS. Dr. Michael Oliver Memorial Scholarship, awarded to the student who has the most promise to contribute to research in periodontology. Michael Silva, DDS. Paul Takahashi Scholarship, awarded to the most outstanding student in clinical periodontics. Andrew Lombardi, DDS. Dr. Boris Pollock Dental Implant Scholarship, awarded to the student with the highest combined academic average in the discipline of oral and maxillofacial surgery, periodontics, and prosthodontics. Shauna Ryu, DDS.
The Dr. Charles Hyman Moses Award is presented to the student who shows superior ability in clinical prosthodontics. This year's recipient is Sagar Rao, DDS. The Prosthodontics Prize is presented to the most outstanding student in prosthodontics. This year's recipient is David Beck, DDS.
The Toronto Crown and Bridge Study Club Scholarship is awarded to the most outstanding student in the Crown and Bridge component of clinical restorative dentistry. I'm pleased to announce this year's scholarship recipient is Kate Richard, DDS. Congratulations, Kate. The Dr. Edward G. Sonley Book Award is presented to the most outstanding student in fourth year clinical restorative dentistry. This year, it's my honor to confer this well-deserved title to Sagar Rao, DDS. Congratulations, Sagar. The Albert E. Webster Memorial Scholarship is awarded to the most outstanding student in 3rd and 4th year clinical restorative dentistry. Dr. Tam and I are pleased to bestow this honor upon Shauna Ryu, DDS. Congratulations, Shauna.
Every year, Dr. Kenneth F. Pownall Memorial Award is presented to a student who has successfully completed the IDAP program with the highest overall achievement in this special university program. This year, it is awarded to Marwa Hatem, Doctor of Dental Surgery.
Congratulations to the winners of our course awards. I am now very pleased to present the University of Toronto Student Leadership Awards, which recognize outstanding student leadership, service, and commitment to the university. The recipients, in alphabetical order, are Shauna Rier, Madonna Rofail, Laura Slakonich, Susie Son, Tina Tsai. It is now my pleasure to announce the Dean's List. These awards are presented to the top 10% of the students in the graduating class based on academic achievement. The recipients, in alphabetical order, are Gabriella Aber, Mohammed Baharvandi, Rosba Kamran Desfani, Sarah Lamb, Andrew Lombardi, Meet Patel, Matthew Preston, Bilal Mohammed Rahal, Kate Richard, Shauna Rier, Michael Silva, Jennifer Torgman. It is now my pleasure to present the 6 awards of excellence. The first award to be presented is the Ontario Dental Association Proficiency Award. This award acknowledges the graduating student with high academic achievement and involvement in extracurricular activities. The recipient is Andrew Lombardi. The next award to be presented is the Canadian Dental Association Student Leadership Award. This award acknowledges the graduating student who has shown the most outstanding qualities of leadership and character and who is expected to become a leader in the dental profession. The recipient is Susie Son. The next award to be presented is the Willa Wen Lan Liu Chu Award. This prize is awarded to the student with the highest overall achievement in 3rd and 4th years of the DDS program. The recipient is Sarah Lamb. The next award to be presented is the Alpha Omega Fraternity Prize. This is awarded to the student with the highest overall achievement in the 4 years of the DDS program. The recipient is Shauna Rier. It is now my pleasure to present the J.G. Barasa Cup. This student is chosen on the basis of academic proficiency and extracurricular activities, including participation in community service or athletics over the past 4 years. The recipient is Laura Slakonich. Now, I am very pleased to present the Dean's Gold Medal. This top prize is awarded to a student demonstrating exceptional achievement throughout the 4 years of the DDS program. The recipient is Shauna Rier. Congratulations to all of our award winners who are so very deserving. Now, Dr. Raymond will announce the names of this year's graduating class. Dr. Raymond.
Thank you, Dean Haas. I would now like to read the names of the DDS class of 2021. Gabriella Aber, DDS. Kareem Abu El Enan, DDS. Ahmad El Ali, DDS. Sumaida Anand, DDS. Taranjot Kaur Aurora, DDS. David Sung Haiyan Beck, DDS. Ehsan Baghani, DDS. Mohammed Baharvandi, DDS. Ashkan Bargrees Varsi, DDS. Evangelos Christian Benek, DDS. Nardine Munir Bashir, DDS. Amol Biajar, DDS. Diana Kavita Budram, DDS. Evan James Carr Kinnear, DDS. Matthew Choi, DDS. Arsalan Danish, DDS. Myrna Deef, DDS. Ipneet Carl Dhaliwal, DDS. Julia Diamandakos, DDS. Annie Yule Dwan, DDS. Alexander Fang, DDS. Cheng Wei Fang, DDS. Alan Feng, DDS. Brett Christian Foy, DDS. Noah Gasner, DDS. Martina Gobriel, DDS. Melissa Gibbons, DDS. Aaron Glicklich, DDS. Jeremy Nicholas Gao, DDS. Fadi Ashraf Hasni Elias Guigati, DDS. Violet Ha, DDS. Murnaz Helvi, DDS. Anam Najib Hashmi, DDS. Marwa Odai Hatem, DDS. Samara Hekmet, DDS. Christina Natovska, DDS. Jeremy Ho, DDS. David Hugh, DDS. Haley Intus, DDS. Sally G, DDS. Madeline Kelsey Jung, DDS. Megan Jung, DDS. Malad Cameron, DDS. Rosebay Cameron Desfani, DDS. Harveen Hira, DDS. Surabi Kadia, DDS. Rumandeep Kugreja, DDS. Sarah Lamb, DDS. Ryan Eric Lichtblau, DDS. Jasmine Liu, DDS. David Lin, DDS. Amy Ying Lin, DDS. Dominic Tian-Luc Ling, DDS. Harry Lowe, DDS. Andrew Lombardi, DDS. Sophie Alexandra Luca Choi, DDS. Annie Ma, DDS. Amelia McLean, DDS. Abhishek Madhavan, DDS. Alkame Mitha, DDS. Jugyan Nam, DDS. Donna Najad Ensign, DDS. Brian Austin Nguyen, DDS. Richard Vin Hang Nguyen, DDS. Nicoletta Nicoletos, DDS. Meet Kanubai Patel, DDS. Neha Patel, DDS. Brooklyn Jade Pettigrew, DDS. Monica Jessica Pizzardi, DDS. Gordon Poon, DDS. Sujastha Prabhakaran, DDS. Matthew Preston, DDS. Christian Dario Prato, DDS. Bilal Mohammed Rahal, DDS. Shamina Rahat, DDS. Sagar Sudarshan Rao, DDS. Ruby Rawat, DDS. Amit Rekhi, DDS. Kate Richard, DDS. Shauna Rear, DDS. Madonna Rofiel, DDS. Lauren Francis Rotondi, DDS. George Ruman, DDS. Rosemary Sati, DDS. Sam Soljugahian, DDS. Sinan Samarai, DDS. Lucy Santos, DDS. Andrew Michael Scarcelloni, DDS. Kambiz Sharifi, DDS. Aditi Sharma, DDS. Mary Shahata, DDS. Sahid Hiviji, DDS. Edward Kwai Ken Shun, DDS. Michael Antonio Joseph Silva, DDS. Ripul Daman Singh, DDS. Sherban Sirka, DDS. Laura Slikonich, DDS. Susie San, DDS. Maria Helena Squapi, DDS. Tian Tang, DDS. Maham Tanvir, DDS. Christina Thaharushi Thupu Madilij, DDS. Jennifer Torgman, DDS. Joshua Adam Torgman, DDS. Tina Tsai, DDS. Sharada Udupa, DDS. Anthony Camilo Vecchiarelli, DDS. Zuhair Wahid, DDS. Shirley Yinghui Wan, DDS. Lanka Wang, DDS. Puhan Wu, DDS. Leo Yang, DDS. Maya Jokic, DDS. Dasam Yu, DDS. Andrew Yu, DDS. Michelle Claire Saradnik, DDS. Shuwei Zhu, DDS. Nevena Zivkovic, DDS. Congratulations, class of 2021. You worked so very hard to get to this day. Enjoy your careers and give back. Love what you do in your chosen profession. Stay humble and be kind to everyone. I would now like to introduce our next speaker, your DSS president, and in my opinion, the greatest, Susie San. Susie, by my count, we had 92 meetings this year, including Zoom calls, phone chats, and in-person talks. I think I spoke to you more than I spoke to my own wife, but every conversation was a treat. I want to thank you, Susie, for your support, wisdom, and kindness. You also brought the best homemade lunches to school every day. I look forward to hearing your speech. I am so very proud to call you a colleague and a friend. Susie.
Thank you so much, Dr. Raymond, for your kind introduction. You always have so many kind things to say. I can't believe it's already been a month since I was last in your office. I hope things haven't changed too much. Well, what an amazing day it is today. Friends, family of friends, and friends of friends. Hello, my name is Susie San, and I had the greatest privilege of being a friend, colleague, and student to the many people at the Faculty of Dentistry. I also had the pleasure of serving the student body as the Dental Student Society president this past year. But most of all, it was a blessing to be a part of the wonderful class of 2021. I bet you've all heard this and probably said this yourself countless of times, but wow, I can't believe how fast time has flown by. My sincerest congratulations to all of you, my friends, now dentists, for this amazing achievement. I cannot express how proud I am of you for conquering your dental school battle. I hope the damage done wasn't too bad, and now officially earning the title of Doctor of Dental Surgery. I really had to hold myself back from releasing a floodgate of tears, happy tears, because I am truly, truly so happy for all of you. Of course, none of this would have been possible without family and friends to support us throughout our journey. So, to my classmates who are watching this very special event with parents, siblings, spouse, children, relatives, pets, or anyone really, please give them a warm hug of appreciation, whether physically or virtually. I know you probably already have, if not already doing, but give them another one anyways. To all these special people in our lives, thank you for being our cornerstone and our strength. And to everyone else watching today, to our instructors, the staff at U of T, faculty members, and all the other special people who have been with us through thick and thin, I want to share my sincerest gratitude for leading us, teaching us, and caring for us these past 4 years. Your dedication, time, and wisdom have brought us to where we are today. So now that we are here, I hope you guys got the chance to look back at all the good times you've had and the not so good times, because they all make a part of us, and remember what brought you to this day. I, for sure, never would have imagined I would be making this speech to you today. And I'm sure many of you are thinking the same about where you are at this moment. As a first-year student stepping into the dental building on August 29th, 2017 for our very first day, I remember walking through the entrance at 124 Edward Street, taking the stairs down to the basement, turning a few steps to the left, and then taking a few more steps down to arrive at the doors to the auditorium. I just remember trembling with this overwhelming energy of pure excitement and anticipation. And that's exactly how I feel for all of you and for the start of your new journey wherever you are. Anyhow, but let's say you haven't gotten the chance to look back at the past 4 years. Let me give you a few starters to jog your memory. Year 1, it was nothing short of amazing. Firstly, we had our wonderful O Week, from the white coat ceremony, to the boat cruise, to the amazing race, to the CN Tower dinner, to meeting some of your best friends. They were all amazing memories. And then we had our very first course, which was dental anatomy. Then starting off in Lab 4, and why it's called Lab 4 and not 1, 2, or 3 is still a mystery to me. But do you remember the day we got our handpieces? And then 2 or 3 more boxes that filled our lockers to the brim? It felt like we were finally mini dentists. Then in year 2, second semester, our lovely IDAP students joined us. Thank you guys for your consistent participation during our classes. When the lecturer asked us a question, you guys never failed to fill up the awkward silence. Then in year 3, when we saw our very first CCP patient, do you remember the time you drilled and filled your first tooth? Because I still do. And then what about our crazy 1-month-long exam period? Oh, I'm sure you haven't forgotten about that. Overall, though, we made so many great memories with our ski trips, formals, school socials, and of course, Dententics. And then lastly, year 4. Whew, we came a very long way. There's just so many more things I want to share and say with you all. But I'll stop myself, or else we'll be here all day. Every single moment and memory of dental school has taken a special place in my heart. It will forever be a part of me, and I will always look back at it and say, wow, what an amazing 4 years. Yes, I'm sure there were many, many times when you felt like the world was crumbling around you. This past year, for example, there were many things we missed out on, whether it be socials, events, in-person gatherings, or even just the freedom of drilling a tooth in the open clinic space. Things were very different. But hey, there's a silver lining to everything. Now we're so much more resilient, mature, caring, and pretty much nothing can bring us down now, right? So for this very speech I'm sharing with you today, I was actually so ready to make individual shout outs to each of my fellow 2T1s, because that's how much you all mean to me. But that would have been 117 names. So instead, to not take away another second from your personal time of celebration, I will leave you all with this. My friends, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just know that I'm always praying for your safety and success. You've been my happiness and sanctuary. You've given me so many wonderful memories, and every one of you will forever be a precious treasure to me. Starting from August 29th, 2017, when we first made our oath of commitment together during our white coat ceremony, to today, June 23rd, 2021, where we collectively share this special moment once again before our audience. This, guys, was our epic story. So now, please let's walk down memory lane together as we look back at the wonderful and beautiful times we had as the class of 2T1. Again, thank you, my friends, for everything, and all the very, very best.
When I found out I got into dental school, I was working at a pharmacy and I just opened my phone and saw an email from U of T admissions, and that was it.
I was at work, my very boring research job, and probably not working. I should have been. And then I opened the email and found out I got in.
I was actually taking a nap. I woke up from a nap and I looked at my phone and I saw an email, and I always check like the admissions things, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, and I thought I was still kind of like napping, so I had to like really Oh my god. Okay, I have a long list.
Practice dentistry like I used to before, so because I was an IDEP student here, so that's what I'm looking forward for.
On a regular sleep schedule.
Definitely not having to get swipes for everything.
Actually doing some really cool dentistry.
Not to set up my dental unit and just like present as a queen, do my stuff and get out of there.
I want to do my nails. I want to get a facial. I want to make money. I want to own my own practice.
I need the money. I'm very broke. I need the money.
Practicing control and film. And be my own boss.
My most memorable part of dental school has definitely been this whole past year and how we deal with it and dealt with it as a class and just being able to still see each other, because through everything we still had contact with each other and got to see each other daily, so it's probably the most memorable.
Most memorable part of dental school was the first time I pulled out a tooth.
Whew.
Meeting my best friends.
Oh, filming for our Dentantics video, Tooth Hurts. Yeah, it was just great. Lyrically, cinematically. I could have done a resto like a dentist.
Ooh, do I have to pick one? Okay. No, this is a trap question, isn't it?
Constantly stressing about instruments, whether it's returning them, are they clean enough, will the dispenser accept them, did I request the right item, did I request the wrong item, am I gonna get them in time? Just instruments in general.
Anytime I spend like all day doing lab work and then it just doesn't work out.
The stress of AGPs, carrying stuff in boxes up to 3rd floor. Okay, forgetting a thing and then coming back and taking it upstairs. That was my least favorite part.
Studying for exams was horrible and I never want to do it again.
All of the above. Just kidding. Funniest memory. Wow, there's so many.
When we skipped class because Forever 21 was shutting down. It was 70% off.
When I took an x-ray of a wall.
In lab 4, we were going to dress up as our instructor, Dr. Martins. So we all printed off pictures of his face and we taped them to our faces and we put on a lab coat so we would all look like him.
Going back after exams and looking at those memes that everyone would make.
The memes. All the memes.
One of my funniest memories of dental school is when Bilal hit his head on the x-ray tube. And everyone in radiology came looking because it made such a loud sound.
Hands down oral surgery.
I'll say CCP.
Shout out to the ladies in Korea too.
Probably CCP.
Favorite clinic, oral surgery.
Oral surgery, because it's just so satisfying pulling out teeth.
Oral surgery. It's got to be oral surgery.
I'd say oral surgery.
Probably Clinic 2.
Clinic 2, I guess.
Definitely it's oral surgery.
Clinic 2. Like 4th year Clinic 2, not 3rd year Clinic 2.
The oral surgery clinic.
I loved oral surge, so satisfying.
I've definitely become more stronger because I've carried EGP boxes upstairs, like 2 flights of stairs.
Well, I can say one thing for sure. I've grown fatter.
I've gained 15 pounds. I definitely gained a little bit of weight.
A lot more white hairs, that's for sure.
3 white hairs.
More resilient, more mature, and a better dentist.
Just like learning how to talk to my patients.
I also learned how to deal with people better, you know, talking to people, being a little less shy, things like that. And a ton of wisdom.
My priorities in life have changed. Now I care more about stuff outside of school than I would have at the beginning of school. I realized, like, yes, I'm going to be a dentist, but I'm not just a dentist. I'm still a friend. I still have my own hobbies. I'm still a family member. So I think mostly changing my priorities. So if not dentistry, I would probably be an aeronautical engineer because I love that.
I don't know, probably a dancer.
A teacher. Yeah. Teaching seems like it'd be really cool.
I would be doing nose jobs in Iran.
I would probably just want to become like a professional photographer and like be a photographer for National Geographic and travel, and yeah, that sounds fun.
Probably be an optometrist. I'd probably be an accountant by now for something boring like that.
Something in cosmetics, aesthetics.
Physiotherapy school, because that was my second option.
So my dad's an artist, and growing up, like, he would do a lot of our art, so we would kind of do it together. So if I wasn't doing dentistry, I would be doing like graphic designing with him.
I'd probably be a pilot.
Cutting into people's heart, cardiologist.
Cooking or making ice cream and selling it.
If it wasn't for dentistry, probably like McDonald's or something.
Probably still at that boring research job.
What I'm going to miss the most about dental school is the class, the people, the friendships that I've made.
People, for sure. The people, my group mates, and the people in the class.
I'm gonna miss all of the people, saying hi to my classmates after clinic.
Probably being able to like see your friends every day.
Being in the clinic with all your like classmates and friends.
And even though it was suffering, at least we were all suffering together. Not seeing everyone every day is going to be very weird.
The only thing, okay, not the only thing, I'm gonna miss so many things.
I think Dentantics, for sure.
The friends that I made over the past 2.5 years.
I miss hanging out with everyone, you know? It's awesome that we get to see each other every day, especially in the pandemic.
It was a bad year for us that we didn't get any gatherings or any social activities. I really miss that, and I'm pretty sure I'll miss that when I graduate as well.
Having such a tight-knit community that we get to see and learn from every single day.
When are you ever going to have this many friends in one place where you can just turn to one another and vent about your days and everybody just understands you and everyone's there to just make you feel better after a really tough day? I think that's definitely what I'm going to miss the most.
Being around with my friends, that's the part that I miss the most.
But I'm gonna miss seeing my friends the most.
As a new dentist, I recognize that the practice of dentistry is a privilege that comes with considerable responsibility.
I solemnly
acknowledge that
my paramount
responsibility is the health and well-being of my patients.
I pledge that I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity.
I will strive to always act with sympathy and kindness to all patients in alleviating their concerns and pain.
I will respect my patients' rights to make informed decisions about their care based on their personal values and beliefs.
I will endeavor to work with my colleagues in a spirit of cooperation and respect.
I will recognize the limits of my knowledge and will seek to maintain and increase my understanding and skills throughout my professional life.
I will always uphold the ethical standards of this honorable profession and behave with honor and decency. In the presence of this gathering, I make this oath of commitment.
Solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
That video was great. I want to acknowledge the hard work and creativity of Evangelos Benak, who led its preparation. Thank you, Evan, and all those who helped put this together. This concludes our virtual graduation and award ceremony. I want to thank everyone who worked hard to see this event take place. And I want to thank all of you for joining us this morning. Once again, to the class of 2021, congratulations. I wish you all the best.